This video gives you 5 steps to start yoga at home. So after you've watched this video, you'll have the best 5 tips and you'll have everything you need to start yoga at home. Hi, I'm Audrey and this is Yoga to Transform, where we'll give you all you need to start home yoga. Now, if you've ever wanted to know how to start yoga, maybe you're a beginner, maybe you want to improve your flexibility, maybe you've started yoga before, but something happened and you didn't do it much more, this is the right place, because sometimes it's really hard to know what to do. And if you go online, there's 1,000, 1,000,000, 2,000,000, 5,000,000 things about yoga online. So well done for being here. I'm going to share my 20 years plus experience so that anyone can start yoga. Now we've got 5 tips and we've got a bonus pose at the end, which will just be the best thing that you can have. So stick around till the end. So these 5 tips will give you the best experience with easy yoga at home if you're a beginner or want to restart yoga. So tip number 1, start where you are with what you have. Now you might have noticed I don't even have a yoga mat on the floor. All right, I have grabbed a blanket and a beach towel, because you might be saying, I can't do yoga. I don't have yoga clothes or I don't have a yoga mat. Well, I'm going to show you that actually, if you've got a little space, whether it be in your hallway, at the end of your bed, maybe like me, you've got a spare room, whatever you've got, maybe you've got an outdoor deck, maybe it's nice and fine and you can be outside. Start where you are with what you have. Over time, you might want to get a mat because they do offer you a bit more support, especially when you're doing some things on your knees or if you're doing some things with your hands and feet on the floor. We're not going there today, so start with what you have where you are. Let's get started. I'm going to start with a blanket or my beach towel actually on the floor. That's tip number 1 done. All right, tip number 2. The foundations are in your feet. Now, I'm not sure, I might need to just change that just a smidge. Hello, everyone. Well done. All right, might just need to change that just a smidge. All right, I have bare feet and you will need them too. All right, so your foundations are in your feet. You might not be used to having bare feet. You might be wearing shoes and socks and jandals, flip-flops, whatever, but the foundations for yoga are in your feet. So take a moment to take your shoes and socks off and just begin by walking on the mat, keeping the ball of your foot, that's the bit underneath your toes, still on the floor. So you're just lifting your heels, maybe swing your arms. Hey, you're standing up, you're moving, you're doing some yoga. Well done. So foundations are in your feet. You might like to actually begin to lift your knees. Lift and lift and lift and lift. Good. Great work. Come on back down to stillness. Now, getting your feet in the right place, have a look and see from your hip bones, somewhere in there are my hip bones, and come down through the center of your leg, the center of your knee, right down through the center of your ankle, till about halfway between your second toe and your third. Stand tall. Feel what it feels like to stand on your feet. Think it's easy, don't you? All right, it is easy. Standing up and breathing, it's yoga. So the foundations are in your feet. Step number 2. Step number 3, start standing up. All right, now these poses that we're going to do start with you standing up. So stand up tall, press your feet into the ground. It's quite a hard thing to do if you're not used to it, so bend your knees. Press yourself tall, stand up tall. Let your shoulders release away from your ears. Great work. All right, we're just going to gently reach your hands up. You're probably going to lose my arms. Long arms above my head, they look like this, all right? All right, and here we go down. It's hard to get all of me in this tiny room. and float them down. How are you going? All right. Let's do one more. Breathe in. If you want to add your breath, breathe in, reach up. Touch and float your hands down. Great. Now place your hands on your thighs. Tuck your chin in and look down towards the ground. We're going to simply roll on down there. Rolling on down. My hands are sliding down. Stop wherever it feels like you've gone far enough. I'm at my shins. I'm going to slide my hands up and look towards the front. I'm going to roll on down. And now I'm going to press down through my feet again. I bent my knees, stand all the way up. Hands come to beside you. Well done. Let's go again. Hands on thighs. Tuck your chin. Roll on down. This is the beginning of a forward fold. Slide up so your hands are at a higher level. Look forward and fold on down. Bend your knees. Press down through your legs. Activate your feet. Bring your torso upright. Great. Let's do another one, although I'm going to add in the chair. If you feel like keeping your hands on your legs is a little bit tough, so what you can do is you can fold forward, hands slide down to your legs, then you reach for the chair and fold on down. Halfway lift, look forward. Breathe out and fold. Press yourself up, bring your hands back to your legs and standing upright. All right, let's do once more with the chair or just slide on down. Hands slide down, reach for the chair. Fold forward, hinging at the hips. Halfway lift, look forward. Breathe out and fold. Hands back to shins. Stand all the way up. Great work. All right, we're going to use the chair again if you've got your chair. Otherwise, you'll be perfectly fine without it. I'm going to use the back of my chair. Hello, Monty. Is that a good place for you? I do have a cat that likes it. So I'm going to stand close to my chair. I'm going to either put my hands on my chair or hands on my hips, and I'm going to step back with the leg closest to you guys. Whoops, there we go. Even I'm doing that by looking at you and the cat. All right, so let's go back again. I'm going to step back with the leg closest to me, step back. Now make it feel good for you. All right, I've got a bend in my front knee and I've got my toes on the ground. If that's too much for you, press your foot down and just make your step back just very narrow. All right, so there we go. This is where you're going to. It's called a high lunge, and you can place your hands on your hips. Gaze forward, allow the shoulders to release from the ears, which means they come down. And then you'll release the hands and step forward again. Great work. Yes, we've got two sides. Let's do the other side. This is still, these are still some standing poses. So this is still step 3. Here we go. A lunge. Now, of course, you can hold onto the chair if that feels better for you. Release those shoulders. And come forward. Right, let's go through again. All right, either hold the chair or not. Step back. Watch out for playful kittens. Hands to your hips. Gaze forward. Shoulders relaxed. Good work. Check and see if you're gripping with your feet. Try and get your toes to be lightly resting on the floor. And step forward. Nice work. Other side. Step back. So we're starting standing. Remember, we stood up and we rolled forward. Now we're doing a high lunge. Front knees bent, back legs either got the heel on the ground or just the toes and the ball of the foot. Hands on hips. Release the shoulders. And step forward. Great work. All right. So we've got Tadasana. We stood up tall. We've got forward folds and we've got a high lunge. Yes, hello, Monty. Monty the yoga cat thinks he should be patted at all stages. All right, 1, 2, 3. Step 4, strong on the inside. Now, strong on the inside means being able to be strong to hold your arms up in the air. All right, so we're thinking about having the inside part of our body giving us some strength. So step 4, strong on the inside. All right, come back to that standing pose, standing mountain. All right, Tadasana, nice work. All right, we're going to breathe in and reach up. And this time we're going to bend our arms and claw the ear back. As you claw the ear back, you begin to look towards the wall in front of you, maybe looking up towards the top of it. Cactus arms, how are you feeling? Strong on the inside. Hold that belly button in towards your spine. All right. And reach up and let your arms float down. Great again. Let's go again. So you're going to reach up all the way and then bend the arms, gaze to the front, look to the wall in front of you, claw the ear back. Not sure if you can see my fingers. I'm really pulling at the wall, at the ear. Claw the ear back. Nice. And reach up and float down. Great work. Third time. Reach up, claw the ear, open up the chest. So what we're doing is broadening through here, connecting through our belly by making the belly button draw in towards the spine and giving ourselves some strength so we can have our extremities, our arms out wide, holding them up. Great work. Release your face. Are you a frowner? Sometimes I'm a smiler, and that's a grimace. So you just need to relax your face. I know you're doing well. And reach up and float down. Okay, so let's add on. We're going to add it on to the high lunge. So come back to your chair. You might need it again. Going to step back with the leg closest to the screen. Come into a high lunge. How are you going? So this is step 4. Remember, we're doing strong on the inside. You're going to reach up and then cactus your arms. Draw your arms back. Elbows at shoulder height. Gazing forward. Gazing maybe to the top of the wall. Drawing that belly button in. Strong on the inside. Great. And reach up and step forward. How's that? Good. And float your arms down. All right, let's try that. Let's go to the other side. Step back with the furthest away leg. High lunge. Get solid and stable. Bring the hands into the ear. How are you going? Good. Now draw them out to shoulder height. Claw the ear. Open up the chest. Look towards the wall in front of you. And reach up and step forward. Float the hands down. First side again. Step back. Reach up, draw wide. Reach up, step forward, float down. Step back with the furthest away leg. Arms in the air, come wide. Belly button in, strong on the inside. Reach up. Come forward. All right, we're going to add one more thing in on the last round. So step back with the leg closest to me, closest to the screen, reach up. Cactus your arms, strong on the inside. Now let your hands flow down towards the ground as your torso flows forward and stretch the arms behind. Relax the shoulders. Sometimes called aeroplane arms. Now we're going to swing the arms all the way forward and step forward. And release. Now, if you're not quite at this level and you're still holding onto the chair, great. You know what to do next. Step back for the last time with the furthest away leg. Reach up. Cactus your arms. Oops. Lean forward slightly as your hands flow down behind you. Relax your chin. Take a swallow. Gaze down towards the floor, the chair, or the cat. And step forward, stand all the way up. Take a moment. Oh, that's perfect. Well done. All right, so that was step 4, strong on the inside. We added on to some of the things that we were already doing. Now, step 5, we're almost there. Step 5, plus don't forget that bonus, that secret sauce, that super pose. Step 5 is breathe to calm your mind. Now, it's a sad thing in this world, but the cat's going to have to pop off the chair because I'm going to invite you to either sit on the floor if that feels comfortable, but if you're just new to yoga, sometimes sitting on the floor is not that comfortable. So I'm going to invite you to sit on a chair. Make it somewhere so your feet are on the floor. And begin to notice your breath. Maybe you can put your hands somewhere to see if you're breathing here. Are you breathing into your shoulders? Here, maybe down further. And if you can't feel anything, or can't feel your breath anywhere, just imagine where it might be and place your hands there. And so step 5 is breathing in and out to calm your mind. When you first start meditation or yoga or focusing on your breath, you might be just so blown away by how many thoughts you have that you think, oh, I couldn't do this. But everybody has disruptions, don't we? Not sure if that's going to really work, Kat. There we are. All right. We all have disruptions and distractions, no matter where we are or how long we've been practicing. And so the point of being able to focus on your breath is to notice your breath and not all the other things that are going on. So I'm going to rest my hands on my belly. I'm going to gaze down towards the floor and invite you to do the same. And I want you to notice your breath in and out for 5 breaths. Gently raise your eyes back up to the screen when you're finishing your 5. And you know, it doesn't have to be 5. Actually, just 1 is perfect to start with. Noticing your breath in and out just once brings you back to yourself, into your body, out of your head, which may be whizzing around with a million thoughts. And so step 5 in your start of yoga, your beginner's yoga practice, is to breathe to calm your mind. And there we are. That's all 5 steps done and dusted. And you're saying, what about the bonus? So the bonus does require us to get on the floor because there is a really super pose that helps you with your mental health, a yoga pose that improves the quality of your life, and it's legs up the wall. You might have heard of that before. If not, I'll give you a quick demo, and that's your bonus. That's your super secret yoga pose, your super pose. It helps you sleep better, it gives you more energy, and it is super, super easy to do. All right, you don't need a chair. You might like a blanket. Some people like to have a blanket. So what we're going to do is you need to have a bit of wall. All right, I'm going to sit down with my hip alongside the wall, and then I'm going to swing around so my legs are up the wall and I'm lying down. You can play around with how much blanket you need and how much you need to have yourself closer to the wall or further away. So this is the way you start, shoulder, hip, knee against the wall. Then you're gently going to allow yourself to swing around however it feels best for you to get your legs up the wall. There we go. Now it might not, I seem to be a long way away from the wall, so maybe I would need to start again and get a bit closer. You might like to have something between your knees, something underneath you. And if you can do between 7 and 11 minutes of this each day,
I'll guarantee you sleep better and you'll have more energy to do the rest of the things you need to do. So I'll leave you here. Press pause and you just take as much time or as you've got available to you. Come on down by rolling to your side, using your hands and arms to press you up. And there we have it. You've had the top 5 tips, top 5 steps of how to start yoga. You'll be able to do those practices. Remember the 3 different ways we stood, the different ways we used our arms to activate the inside, strong on the inside, and most important, start where you are with what you have. Nothing special required, just you, your body, your breathing. You can do it. Now, as usual, we're going to ask you to subscribe to our channel. Check the other resources. Go to our website, www.yogatotransform.com. See what else you've got that might just work for you. See what else we've got that might work for you. Sign up to get your free ebooks. You'll be able to download, send an email, and we'll download those to you. And of course, we do have a super duper beginners course, $29, that you can sign up for. It has simple steps for you to get started. And of course, there are other videos on our YouTube channel. So get started.